Hi everyone, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. This is the Loshak in the Bag show for Wednesday afternoon, August 8th, 6 o'clock Eastern time. His name is Jimmy the Bag. My name is Peter Loshak. This is the Loshak and the Bag show. We're chugging along in MLB. Kind of a frustrating day to start in MLB. What?
Wow, you hit with the Rangers.
Yes, I did. I hit with the Rangers,
huge
no, I hit with the Rangers, but I also had Rangers second half. Not frustrating, but just typical baseball. You know, I had the Rangers -1, which is great, but then I had Rangers second half. Seattle scores 4 in the top of the 6th, and I'm like, oh man, I'm screwed. Rangers come back, bang, put in 4 in the bottom of the, I'm saved. And then Seattle puts a run in the top of the 9th, and so I get a loss with that one. And then also, just on my personal accounts, I had Detroit on the first 5, team total over 2, but I wound up thinking that I liked it a lot, so I wound up boosting that up to like 3 units, and so that one was a loss. But I was also leaning to the first 5 innings over 4.5 in that one, which is in my leans column, but I didn't wind up making a bet. That one did cash because the Angels put up 5 runs, so it's kind of like I didn't want to take the first 5 innings over, because if I didn't win the Detroit bet, then I wouldn't want to have to rely on the Angels to get all 5 runs. And of course, that's exactly what happened. Detroit got shut out. I lose that one. The Angels do get all 5 runs. First 5 innings covers. I didn't make that one as a pick or a bet. Detroit, I wound up tripling up on unit size, and that one loses. So, it's okay. Overall, it's, and then we got Pittsburgh hanging, which is, we're hoping we get a win with that one, right?
Oh, I need more than a win. Very dangerous. I'm going to pretend that I'm not going to be watching the show or watching the game during the show, but they hit Arenado to start off the bottom of the 8th. I'm hanging on by a thread, and I need it desperately. It'll put me, actually with tiny bit of profit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say that because I pushed the first 5 under Philly, Arizona. I got destroyed. So Von Polo,
See, I'm looking at this at SBR Odds now, and
no.
SBR Odds has the live score, and I'm seeing that SBR Odds is still showing Archer. Is that do they show the new pitchers in there, or is that just he's not still in there? Is he?
I'm fucked.
Archer's not in there, is he?
Oh no, Archer's long
Yeah,
gone.
Archer's long gone.
Long
Oh, sorry.
gone.
So that's just the starting pitcher. What happened? First and third, nobody out.
First and third, nobody out.
Yeah, that's how it goes. And we'll see what happens in the top of the inning. And the good thing is, if you're in this position and you took a -180 favorite, you might want to rethink your handicapping process. If you're in this position and you took a +200 dog. All right, might not have been a bad play. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Jim? I mean, if you take 200 dogs and they should be all +150 dogs, you're going to make a ton of money long term. You're also expecting to lose 60% of those bets. You feel me?
Yeah, and Von Polo asking for credit for his calling my Mariners play the dumbest play of the day.
I don't know if it was the dumbest play of the day, but
they got enough runs.
They got enough runs.
They got enough runs. If Gonzalez just had a start, I guess Gonzalez is. I don't know, arm fatigue. He had all the 5 great starts in a row, and now back-to-back great starts. But they got enough runs. But if you had told me they're going to get, 7 runs, then I would have said, I'm going to hit this.
As we know, it's all, though, about the lines, because if the line had been, instead of Seattle -140, Seattle +200, I'm sure even Von Polo would agree that Seattle, hands down, would have been the best play of the day. And I'm assuming Von Polo would have been on it himself, and it would have lost. So it's all about the line, Jim. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but we must stop everything, Pete.
Okay.
We must stop everything because Jackie, Triple X, Double Z, not
shit.
Canadian, Double Z for you Americans. 1, 2, 3 says, "Hey fellas, it's my birthday today. What's the best play of the day?"
That's not an official request for a birthday show. That's just for a birthday pick. That's just a general request for general advice. Love you guys. Best show ever. Thank you so much, Jackie XXXXZZ123. Thank you so much, Jackie X. And right under that, I want to say that I want to quote this comment. Where is that? Bobby Robinson said Pete's stash game is on point as usual. I'm always getting pressure to shave it. I'm always getting pressure from people in Costa Rica to shave it, and they just don't understand. They just don't get it. They just don't understand marketing, and they just don't understand internet videos, and they just don't understand any of that shit. So I don't know if I'm ever going to shave it, but thank you very much, Bobby Robinson. I don't know, Beth, so is that an official request for a birthday pick or no?
Oh, Obi-Wan Mahomey. I like that name, man. Obi-Wan Mahomey has joined us. Says, what an awesome show. Oh, Eric Griffo said they got an out. Oh, God, they got out and he didn't come in. Oh, shit.
On the other hand, regardless of the bets that you've actually made, if you're sitting there watching the game going, oh God, oh sweet Lord, have mercy, you might want to rethink your handicapping. You know, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Yeah. I mean, I bet this game too, Jim. I bet this game too, Jim.
But Eric Griffo's telling me there's a chance, Pete.
All right, okay.
He's telling me there's a chance.
Obi-Wan Mahomie, that's a great name there. Obi-Wan Mahomie says, what an awesome show. Thank you so much, Obi-Wan Mahomie. Tell your girlfriend and tell your mama and tell everyone. Thank you so much,
Obi-Wan girlfriend and mama,
Mahomie.
actually, just them. But big stuff on today's show. Big stuff. We have a Best Bet WNBA
I
video
did hear about that
from Mr. King Rail.
I'll be interested to see what that is, but I already know what my prediction is. Got to be Sparks, either full game, but probably more like first half. Got to be Sparks first half. No way. First of all, there's only 2 games. And if he didn't send in a video, then presumably he wouldn't like a play. But if he really likes a play on today's card, got to be Sparks first half minus 4.5. Come on. You know what I'm saying, Jim?
I do.
Yeah. That Jim's still watching the game. Come on, Jim. We're doing a show here, baby.
Oh, it's over. I'm fucked.
We're doing a show here, Jimmy the Bag. We are trying to make compelling internet video content.
Oh, Jesus.
What happened? Grand Slam, right? What happened? What happened, Jim?
Whatever. It's
all right.
4-3 now. So we have, I heard a rumor that lucrative Larry's nemesis, somebody that you don't seem to enjoy.
No, I mean, he's fine, you know.
Lucrative Larry's nemesis, one Freddie Fortune.
Right.
Is going to be making an appearance today.
Great. That's wonderful. No, I mean, I enjoy the segment. None of it came from inside of the brain that is Peter Loshak's brain. So I'm just watching and enjoying it. Much like you watch and enjoy my handicapping of rugby, Jim, which has been just killing it. I've been killing it in rugby, and I probably should know. Rugby will be. I think rugby will be tomorrow. There's more rugby games tomorrow that I'm going to try to get into, and of course, also tomorrow it is preseason NFL. Jimmy and I will at least acknowledge it. How many picks will we have? How much? Analysis we'll be able to do. Not exactly sure. We'll certainly do our best. We might have no picks in the first game of the Hall of Fame game. I actually got very, very lucky on that one. I bet the Ravens to win on the money line, and then started to see the line moving in favor of the Bears. So I decided I didn't like it, and I took the Bears +2.5 or +2 or something like that. So I wound up cashing both. But very, very treacherous, the NFL preseason. It's fun as hell to handicap. I'm very, very hesitant to bet it though, but I do sometimes bet it. And, we'll definitely cover it to the extent that we can. And to anyone watching right now, if you want to do some research on tomorrow's NFL preseason games and hit us up with any of that information, you can save it for the comments section. Or if you want to send us some of your research that we can read on the morning show or the evening show, Jimmy and I would love that. We've seen what we do with Annie Marak's, opinions. He sends us write-ups, just little tidbits of information that we use on the show and that we credit him for and bow down to him for. Annie Marak, by the way, up about 15 units now in his official picks in MMA. Shout out to Annie Marak. That's right. He killed the last UFC event. No, I don't mean the Contender Series. I mean the one before that, and I think it was Fox on 30, and he's now up 15 units. But so yeah, if anyone get in touch with Jimmy on Twitter. Jim, you respond to people on Twitter a lot more than I do. You know what I'm saying?
I do respond, but hey, if they're a low bagger and they want to break down the game, why don't you mention it right here in the chat, and I'll give you my email address.
In which one? In NFL preseason tomorrow.
Yeah,
that would be great, because again, the key to NFL preseason is just it's not the modelers don't touch NFL. Well, the modelers do touch NFL preseason, but it's not like the regular season games. It's 90% predicated on research that you have to do. So that means that if you can do that research and you know what to look for, you can find the edges. So we are going to cover NFL preseason. Just not exactly sure how many official picks we'll give out, but if you want to be involved in the research and the previewing of the NFL preseason games, and you send us any research or any points that you want us to bring up on the show, we'll give you credit. Not only will we give you credit, we'll take 5 or 10 or 15 seconds out and bow down to you and kiss your ass and everything, because I just love that shit. Yeah. Look at what Anna Marak does for us every UFC event. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right, so let's see. So yeah, all right. So the afternoon MLB games were a mixed bag. It's 4-3. I'm just seeing 3-3, Jim. That's 4-3?
4-3, sadly, 4-3. And
all right, maybe you got to eat a loss there. It happens.
Well, we have another inning.
Yeah.
So what I'll be doing is I'll be cheering for the Pirates in the top of the ninth. But if they don't score, I'd like the game to be tied going extra innings.
That's right. But it's 4-3 now, right, Jim?
4-3 going into the ninth.
All right, sounds good. All right, so let's get to Let's get to some comments here, and then we will get into show. Kobe Valentine says preseason football is a waste of money, in my opinion. Yes, it's usually best to just pass on it unless you have a specific approach that you want to try out or that you believe in. But if you're not sure about what you're doing, then it's definitely better to pass, because there's a lot of information that you might be on the wrong side of. People try to read line movements, which is not as telling as you might think it is.
Do you know what I did today?
Mm-hmm. What's that?
I watched one of your how to bet preseason NFL videos from 2016.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a huge load of bullshit, or was anything you found insightful in there?
No, there was a lot I found insightful. Do I have my notes in front of me? I could pull them up, man.
Yeah, I mean, is that because you were searching for me, or you just did a general search and you found that, and that came up?
No, I was searching for one of your. I figured that you'd have done a video.
Yes, I have done. And again, like I've said, I do know professional syndicates who love to bet preseason football. They have specific approaches that they employ, and they have a lot of manpower that they put into doing their research. But you just look at the line move in the Hall of Fame game, right? Obviously, it opened at 2.5. I did my preliminary research, and I thought that that Baltimore was a good bet to win. Then I saw the money coming in on the Bears. The midweek money came in on the Bears, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm on the wrong side of this one, and I took it back. I took Bears plus 2 or 2.5 or something like that, and then of course closer to kickoff, it moved back the other way, and it was Ravens minus 2.5 on the closing line. So I cashed both of them. Why? Because I was smart? No, because I got totally lucky. When kickoff went off, I was like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing here. I shouldn't have bet this game. I'm just hoping hoping for the best, and I wound up getting the best, but. Totally got lucky on that one. The line moves are not necessarily telling. The late line move in favor of the Ravens was not telling. The Bears wound up covering. So you got to be very, very careful. Just a little friendly piece of advice from me to you, Peter Loshak, to everyone watching the show right now.
Yeah, man. No, I love it. Tomer says if you know certain backups, there's value. Charlie Whitehurst has been a great preseason backup. These are the notes I wrote. Go with teams that have young quarterbacks with something to prove. Don't go with teams that have veteran backups.
Yes.
Study the quarterback rotations. Public bets on teams that are going to play their starters the longest aren't necessarily something that you should back. Read teams' Twitter breakdowns. Teasers hit a lot. We'll go over camp holdouts, injuries. New coach may want to create a winning atmosphere. Week 1 backups. Week 2 starters increase their playing time. Week 3 dress rehearsal. Week 4 the starters get pulled back, but not necessarily, especially if they're battles for position.
So people are asking for baseball. They're like, baseball today, football tomorrow. And Trenton Claxton, always keeping us on point, says, get to the breakdown. You got it, Trenton Claxton. All right, so in MLB, here are the plays that are still hanging. Jimmy the Bag took Boston on the run line at plus 115. That's still hanging. Atlanta on the money line, plus 106. That's still hanging. Cubs run line minus 135, that's still hanging. And Atlanta team total over 4.5 minus 106, that is still hanging. Those are all of Jimmy the Bag's picks.
I got the Atlanta first 5 team total over.
Oh no, you didn't add that one.
Yes, you gave me the line first 5 over 2 at minus 125.
Oh, in the show, did you want that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you just had the money line at plus 106. And the full game?
No, I had the first 5 over 2 and the plus 106, and then I hummed and hawed, and at the very end, I put in the full game over 4.5.
So you had 3 plays on that game. Okay, I didn't. Okay. Then it was a misunderstanding. I will add it on, and we'll give you the line that. We'll give you the line that I got because I'm on that one too. Minus 125, right?
Yeah, minus 125.
I think that actually it's probably a little bit better now. I didn't realize
that's
that
fine.
was.
I'll take what I got because it was the full game that I wasn't going to add. I didn't want to triple up, but I ended up adding.
Okay, a little bit of miscommunication there. All right, so Jim also wanted Atlanta first 5 team total over 2 minus 125, and I'm on that one as well. All right, so the picks that I am on that are still hanging are in MLB. Atlanta first 5 team total over 2 minus 125. Cleveland, first 5 innings, team total over 2.5. Boston, second half money line minus 140. And of course, plays on this White Sox game, first 5 innings, money line, White Sox plus 230. And the Yankees, White Sox, first 5 innings over 4.5, minus 104. Those are all the plays that I have hanging. And WNBA also did give Sparks first half minus 4.5 as an official pick. And again, in the afternoon, I took Texas minus 1. Big score of that cash second half, Texas second half at plus 125, which lost. Detroit first 5 team total over 2. That was definitely a loss. And I also had Pittsburgh minus 1. That's looking like a loss as well. So, that's just how MLB goes. All right, so let's see. What else do we have here going on?
First thing, if it's okay, I would like to add on a double up. The weather has changed in Cleveland. It doesn't look like there's going to be any rain. I was going to take Cleveland minus 1.5, and so many people were on the Twins that I thought twice about it. But what I will do is I will take the Indians' first 5 or the full game over and the first 5 over. I will use both teams' offenses. I think Odorizzi and Clevenger have just seen the opposite team too many times in this season. They're both not looking good. Odorizzi's won one of his last 15 starts. He's 1-5 with a 5.05 ERA, 6.27 ERA in 4 starts since July 1st. And how do you trust him? And then Clevenger has not looked good either. He's 0-4 with a 4.85 ERA in his last 5 starts. I'm doubling up on the overs.
Okay, so you want 2 overs on Minnesota-Cleveland. So what do you want here?
First 5 over and full game over.
All right, Jim's going to take Minnesota-Cleveland. Those are both in my leans column, by the way, Jim. First 5 over and the full game over. That should be 5 and 9 unless the lines have moved. Any comments coming in? Shout them out while I check some.
There's some games we haven't really broken down. And Alan Axe is starting at about Kennedy making his MLB debut for the Padres, 10-0 with a 2.72 ERA at AAA. Not sure how much those numbers are worth. Those numbers are worth a ton.
Which one?
Kennedy's numbers. They're PCL numbers.
Yes, we'll talk about that in a second. Full game over is 9 minus 114. Okay. 9 minus 114, and the first 5 innings for Minnesota Cleveland is going to be 5 minus 109. 5 minus 109. Those are both picks that I put in my leans column, and thinking that those both might be reasonable plays right now. Okay, continue on, Jim.
Why don't we? So there's some games that we didn't attack fully. And that's one of them, the Padres start. We didn't attack the Gant versus Richards start. Let me just get to this. Brett Kennedy, Hulis, Chacin start. Game time 80 Fahrenheit, wind blowing out to left field, but softly. 23-year-old Kennedy being very good in El Paso. Yeah. Remember, that's the Pacific Coast League. We watched Philmeyer for the Royals come in. That guy had an ERA over 5 in AAA PCL, and he came in and did fine. This guy's been incredible. Forget just 2.72 ERA, 1.12 WHIP. 80 Ks and 89 in the third, 11th round pick. And it's not like this came out of nowhere. He had a 3.70 ERA last year as a 22-year-old in AA San Antonio. This guy's dangerous, but I don't know exactly what I want to do with him. It's tricky figuring out what a guy's first start is going to be like. Let's see. We have Mark Lathrop joining us. Says, I think Kennedy gets destroyed.
Really?
Wow. He says, and get out of here with Padres hitting Chacin well. He's given up 8 hits in his entire career to batters in the lineup today.
Really? So because I was eyeing this first 5 innings team total, because if this guy Kennedy is the real deal, it's not a 2, it's a 2.5, and actually at plus money. So under 2.5 at plus 102 is tempting. Obviously, it's an educated guess. Really? So Mark Lathrop thinks he's going to get destroyed.
Wow,
I mean,
you
do see that a lot of times when there's some guy who's just like, oh my God, this guy was lights out in AAA. He's going to come up and be lights out. And sometimes, a lot of times it's very tempting to overreact in their first game. And a lot of times their first game is a little shaky. 5 innings, 3 runs, 5 innings, 4 runs. They know they have high expectations. You know what I'm saying? Lathrop thinks he's going to get destroyed, huh?
Wow. And Alan Action says, yeah, Jimmy, but you always see pitchers do well in AAA and come up and get rocked.
Yes.
Just like you see pitchers struggle in minors and have a good start.
Yes.
I have to see it to believe it in the show. So do I. And I would prefer not to make a play on them. And Lathrop's right about Chacin. And Chacin, before that start in LA, last start, it was awesome. 4-0, 2.52 ERA in his previous 6 starts, and faced the Padres already once this season. And it was that first start of the year on March 30th, right? He got touched in 3 1/3. 4 runs, 7 hits, but it's the first start. You can sort of put a line through it. And remember, Padres are hitting .233 with a .653 OPS versus righties. Only one team's worse against righties, and we know that is the Detroit Tigers.
So Lathrop thinks that San Diego won't hit Chacin necessarily.
Yes, he thinks they won't hit him.
Yeah. See, I was leaning under on this one, and I was thinking about taking it. I know that starters come up and get crushed, but you know what? I'm going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to do. How's the Milwaukee lineup? It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It's
pretty tough.
It's pretty tough, and they're coming off a bad loss. I think that they need to. I think they're going to come out hitting a. Let's just see what if the lineups are all out and how they're looking.
Yeah, and I was also thinking about a shot with Milwaukee. I admit I'm a little bit, maybe irrationally, I'm a little bit afraid of this guy. Yeah, Milwaukee is a home second half favorite of minus 135. I was thinking about throwing on Milwaukee team total under 2.5 at plus 102. Being a believer in this guy, but this is a different level. This is not a weak pseudo AAA major league lineup, is it, Jim?
No, this Padres lineup is starting to hit very well. As soon as Margot got hot, I had a feeling that they could start get rolling. No Will Myers in the lineup, and then the Brew Crew have an ugly 7-8. Kratz and Arcia. And Arcia, very good defensively, hasn't been hitting in the show. This vaunted Milwaukee bullpen has not looked very good of late.
So who's in the Milwaukee lineup? Moustakas, is he in there?
Sorry, I just
no, that's all right. That's okay.
Yes, it starts out strong.
Who's in there?
It's a Yelich, Kane, Moustakas, Aguilar, Shaw, Thames, and then it goes Kratz, Arcia, Chacin.
It does, huh?
But that's a very difficult first six to go through.
Yeah.
So who isn't in the lineup? Well, they're trying to figure out how to give all the infielders time. So Johnny Scope is not in the lineup, and Travis Shaw has moved from third to second base to give Moustakas a spot at third. Man,
I would really love to take a shot with the first 5 innings team total under with Milwaukee here, but it's just he could blow up at any inning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the rails come off. The wheels come off.
Yeah. No doubt.
All right, so let's see. I guess I'll pass on that one for now, but I'm definitely leaning Milwaukee first 5 innings team total under. Being a believer in this guy Kennedy. Let's see. Also, was there anything else you want to make sure you lock in, Jim? Massive line move in favor of Miami. Did you see this one? They opened in the plus 120s. Now they're down into the plus 100s. Huge line move in favor of Miami. I wonder what would be driving that.
I think it's just Gant. How susceptible he's looked. Trevor Richards has this great story that we can't fall in love with and just have to focus on the numbers, but he was a substitute teacher last year. He only throws 90, but seems to be really getting the job done. And I saw when it all started. It all started in Colorado when he had that great start. Over his past 4 starts, 23 2/3, 0.76 ERA. That's just that is very good. And Gant is so susceptible.
Is anyone out for St. Louis, or is that just sharp money? Even though the first 2 games are very low scoring, and sometimes you see a reversal of that in the third game, I was thinking about taking a shot with the under here at 8 anyway. Give me the bag. Is anyone out for St. Louis?
No, St. Louis has a.
How's their lineup looking?
Carpenter, Molina, Martinez, Ozuna, De Jong, Munoz, Wong, and Garcia.
Looking okay?
Well, yeah. I mean, they don't have those kids. One got hurt, and Bader's not in the lineup, and I love those kids.
Yeah.
I'd prefer them than Garcia. Garcia just can't hit.
Garcia just can't hit, huh?
Yeah, I just whenever he gets at bat, I prepare for the loss.
Garcia just can't hit. All right, let's check any comments coming in. We also have to talk about the Baltimore game, which is very interesting. I'd be really interested to hear what Tomarino Tomor, Kobe Valentine, and others have to say about Cashner, because obviously Cashner got absolutely shellacked in his last start. It was at Texas, so maybe we just throw it out, give him a complete mulligan for that one. Got to assume he's going to have a better start here, right? And Stanek on the other side has been very good for his 1 or 1 2/3 inning starts that he's been doing. So maybe no score in the first. Machiavelli says, I could see you, Peter, in the next Mission Impossible movie. Yes, put me in. Do you have any, people don't. Jim, you don't understand who you're sitting next to. You really don't. And you know me pretty well. You don't know who you're sitting next to. All right,
you are a mysterious man.
I am a mysterious guy. I'd be the best fucking actor in the world. Trust me, Jim. All right, let's move on. Thank you very much, Machiavelli. I don't even want to be. All right, so let's move on.
Yeah, let's go over a couple things here. I love that YS always demands that you write his plays down. I find that very humorous.
Yes. Who said that?
YS, because he was wanting you to write down the.
I've already written it down. YS, I've written it down. Twins reverse run line. We'll see. We shall see. Twins reverse run line. YS. All right.
But he's also all over the Nats minus 1.5.
The Nats minus 1.5.
Yeah. Paco Healy, we're going to shout out to Money Gang Sports for a donation. King had a donation today to the nonprofit here in San Diego that works with burn victims.
No.
Respect and shout out. That's just,
yes.
This is always been such a grimy business.
Huge shout out, yes.
They're being better and expecting better people.
And let's do something about the homeless problem in the United States, okay? It's the richest fucking country in the world, okay? There shouldn't be fucking homeless people in the United States. All right, I'm done.
Okay. Parlay Poppy has some props today, none involving homeless people. Freeman Markakis over 2.5 RBIs hits. That's plus 130 and plus 160 respectively. And then says Freeman giving the slash line 331, 391, 586. Markakis 318, 386, 46. and Albies as well. So he likes the over 2.5 RBIs, runs, hits for Freeman and Markakis. And Teddy B says, Loshak, are you on the Red Sox?
I'm on the Red Sox second half minus 140. I did cash them yesterday, and I'm a little bit obviously I'm a little bit nervous about Johnson. And as we know, the Rogers Center can be a little bit of a tricky place. You know what I mean? The Rogers Center can be a place where big offenses stall. Not quite like the West Coast, but a lot of big offenses stall out in the Rogers Center, especially when the roof's closed.
And the roof is closed.
Yeah, and I think that the edge with the bullpen in the lineup is just going to be big on the second half. But I could see the first half being a little funky. I could see it being like a 2-1 game after 5 innings, and just wanting my edge to be on the second half. You know what I mean? So I did take Boston second half minus 140. Jim's on the Red Sox minus 1.5 plus 115. I don't disagree with Jim's play, but the Rogers Center is a tricky place to take big offenses as small road favorites. You know what I'm saying, Jim?
I do. I just don't trust. I always think that the guy like Hochschild thinking, maybe I'll get an inning or two here. He starts rolling, he goes 6. Now he gets a whole week to think about starting in the major leagues. This is
Glenn Kelly is here. Says right there, Pete. Glenn Kelly, how about that under on the rugby game, huh? I know Glenn Kelly's going to give me props on that one. The under 42, and I can't even remember who it was, but the two big teams that I can't even remember. But shout out to Glenn Kelly, who loves rugby. And I'm going to try to cover rugby tomorrow as well if I have time. All right, let's see. Shaquille Bell says Toronto money line. Pete, don't do it. Is he saying he likes Toronto money line, or is he saying don't do it? What's he saying don't do? Toronto money line.
He's saying he's on Toronto money line. He's saying don't take Boston.
I'm not. Shaquille Bell, I am not. I'm only taking them second half, and that's for a specific reason. Boston second half minus 140. I am definitely not on Boston full game. Elio Rodriguez is, though. Red Sox all day. Look at that.
Also, this just in, Jim Rome's a douche says, I haven't eaten a brownie in a minute. Sounds like he's probably eating a brownie right now. If I was going to handicap that line, I would say he's probably eating a brownie right now.
Yes. Parlay Poppy says, no, Tomo, the Toronto bullpen is absolute garbage. Plus, the guy who's starting now was brought in to try to help the bullpen. It's just kind of a disaster. So I'm on Boston second half. And as Isaiah Higgins, or I think that's who it was, said in the morning show, Boston has been the best live bet in baseball, hands down, when behind. I definitely think that applies in today's game as well. If they get down, which is entirely possible, Johnson is definitely hittable. If they get down a few runs in the early innings, I think they probably have great value on a live bet. I'm taking him minus 120. And Shaquille Bell, I agree with you. At the very least, that taking Boston on the full game is a little bit scary. I'm not taking Toronto, though.
No, I get it. I get it. Alert Eddie says if Blue Jays had a decent bullpen, they win this game. Alert Eddie says Blue Jays always play hard against the Red Sox, and they do. And they can hit lefties, 235, 721 OPS, but they're going up against the best right-handed hitting team. I couldn't understand how Hochschild was doing it. It was another loss that I had when I was fading the Jays bullpen day, and it blew up in my prison pocket. But I just, when you have a whole week to think about it, I think you're going to be in danger.
I hear you. Machiavelli says, Peter, do you play chess or box? Yes, both. And they used to call me the dude that elude, the dude who elude in boxing, because I was.
Jesus, that's
you couldn't hit me like that. Yeah. The dude who elude is what they called me.
Wow.
Yes, chess and boxing. Better at boxing, not as good at chess. But because chess is a sneakily tricky game. All right, let's see. What else do we have here coming in?
Jr. says, good evening, Peter Loshak and Jimmy the Bag. Thank you for your in-depth analysis.
Who said that?
Our man Arthur Meade Jr.
Shout out to Arthur Meade Jr. All right, so let's talk about this the Tampa Bay game, because I think that Stanek is very likely to have a strong inning or inning and 2/3. What to expect from Cashner? I've had a good read on MLB in general for the past 2 years. Terrible read on Cashner in general. My thought is probably he's okay here. I'd be leaning maybe slight lean to Baltimore, maybe a bigger lean to no score in the first inning.
Yeah, I just can't keep getting slapped in the face by the Baltimore Orioles, and I just can't keep doing it. I think that we should probably put a line through Cashner, but I agree. He's a difficult guy to figure out.
Really difficult.
Faced the Rays on July 27th, lasted 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 hits, looked great. Faced them on May 26th, gave up 5 runs and 11 hits in 5 innings. I mean, you just don't know what you're going to get. I just hard to trust. And then this Rays team just manufactures runs. And I love Bowers, and Adames hit the walk off last night. I just Elio Rodriguez says pass on Baltimore.
Yeah.
Vitale says no more dongs to the face, man. I never mentioned that there was a dong to the face, but yeah.
I'm just going to quickly check with the no run. I've been pretty good with the no run in the first inning prop bet with Tampa Bay games, especially at home. Big question here is just Cashner. I could easily see Stanek coming in. Great first inning. No runs in the top of the inning. Great, no problem. Cashner comes in. Bam, Tampa Bay puts up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I
could easily see that.
Absolutely know what you're talking
Easily see that.
Von Polo's on the Orioles plus 1.5. Anthony L says Orioles are not good at baseball. They were on your birthday, Anthony.
Yes, we did.
And that's all that we care about. My man Sean Robertson's on a long road trip. Got low bag bumping in the speakers, man.
Very nice. Very nice. Who is that, Sean Robertson?
Yeah,
Huge shout out to Sean Robertson. You have no idea that how much that shit means to me. You have no idea how much that shit means to me. All right, I'm going to check to see what Tampa Bay to score first. Wow, Tampa Bay's a favorite, minus 115 to score first. Wow. There you go. That's telling.
Andy Blue 2525 says you guys have to stop looking for so much value. Start picking good ball clubs this time in the season.
Yeah.
Time to lay the wood, guys.
Yeah, I agree. You don't want to force it. You want to let it come to you. I'm going to pass on this game. I would have a lean to maybe Tampa Bay scoring first because. Obviously fading Baltimore any which way, I think is still a good proposition, and I think Stanek's going to be fine again. So I think you're going to get at least 2 or 3 shutout innings against Baltimore, and then in Cashner, I don't know, man. I really don't know. So I'm going to pass on that one.
Von Polo says, hey, Peter, I would be scared to take that bet because Andrew Cashner can give up. He's a home run giver up.
Yeah, no kidding. Easily.
And Native Queen likes that under 8 in Miami, St. Louis.
So do I.
And so does Brian Watson. Says I like that under 8. Are you on that?
No, but I it's in my leans column. It's in my leans category. Yes. Okay. It's in my leans in my spreadsheet. It is, as was Miami was not, but the under 8 definitely was. It's still there, and I don't think I'm going to pull the trigger on it just because first 2 games are so low scoring.
I can't do it with Gant.
Yeah, just exactly.
Gant. It's Gant.
And even Richards. But what, he had 4 good starts. That's great, but he's still not like a stud here, right? Or is he?
He's not a stud, but there's something. He's got sneaky stuff. The Brewer that throws 89, 90 as well. I was watching an interview of a guy saying, I just can't find it. I can't see it. It's coming so slow, but for some reason it just spins everywhere. I'm not looking. And Richards is a tricky guy. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the next game. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be another game that we're going to discuss, but pass on. But of course, that's what you got to do. You got to only go with the plays that you're willing to take an L for. If they do lose, Clayton Kershaw as a road favorite against Oakland and Mike Fiers. Kershaw, the back issues are always lingering there. But so far, he's been great. Last start, a lot of strikeouts, a lot of swinging strikes. If you didn't tell me that he had a back issue, I would never guess it. You know what I'm saying? Kershaw's been great.
He's been great.
Yeah.
2 runs, 12 hits in his last 20 2/3 with 22 strikeouts. Yeah, he's got it together. Fiers, I love the pickup. I'm not entirely sure. He's always pitched well against the Dodgers in his career. 4-1, 2.05 ERA in 5 games. Including 4 starts. He hasn't faced them since 2015. Dodgers hit righties hard, and the A's numbers against lefties have improved somewhat. The problem is, in this spot, I'd love to take the A's, but Kershaw just has Davis's number. Chris Davis, you need him for offense, and I believe, I don't have his numbers in front of me, but I believe he's like 1 for 12 or something really rough against Kershaw. Right now, I'm cheering for the A's so hard. I'm going to let go of this division spot, but I don't have a play on it. It's a tough one. Let's see. XBO 399 says I was at the A's Dodgers game last night. Felt like a Dodgers home game. Von Polo on Dodgers first 5 run line. Anthony L says lay the price with the Dodgers tonight.
Yeah, I mean, God, this is one of those situations where if you gave me a free pick right now and I only had 5 seconds to decide what to do, I really don't even know exactly what I would do. I guess I would. I guess I probably would take Dodgers -1.
Yeah, I think I probably would too.
I mean, Kershaw has been great.
He's been very good. And Machiavelli saying Dodgers win by 2 easy.
Yeah. I'm actually, the more we're talking about, the more I'm liking the Dodgers here.
Nolly Nose says Dodgers under first 5. And Sandercock, my man Jay Sandercock says bet the house on the Nats. What is the Dodgers run line right now?
It's probably about -110 or so. Let's see, where is it? LA Dodgers. Where is it? LA Dodgers. No, actually plus 100. Yeah, minus 102, plus 100 at the Greek. Plus 105 at Bet365, unless that's a stale line. That's not bad.
She says, my play today, Nationals money line. Jimmy, can you please tell Pete to write it down? Very, very
God,
kind.
I love that. I love our commenters. I love these guys. It feels like we got the most good-natured, awesome people to just somehow be attracted to the show. How did that happen? That's so funny. These guys make me laugh.
Yeah, we're very.
All right,
very
I will write
fortunate.
that down. What did he say? Ayahusha?
Yeah, he's on the Nationals money line.
Nats money line, not the run line. Okay, no. Nats money line. Okay. Ayahusha's on the Nats money line. Also, RRL is on. Yayes is on the Twins alternative run line. And didn't Yayes also say that he's on the Nationals?
Yes.
Yes. Money line or run line? I think run line, right?
No, I don't believe so. I believe he's. I don't know. He'd have to. For some reason, I believe he's not. Anthony L says you're getting Kershaw at minus 155. What else do you need to think about?
Well, you need to think about. I guess maybe we're overreacting to reports and fears of his back issues creeping up again, and you're also fading the A's as a home dog. I mean, the A's are obviously a powerful, scrappy team this year, a home dog. Dodgers
road dog.
What?
Road dog. It's in Oakland.
Right, that's what I mean. As a right, it's in Oakland, right?
Yeah.
So Oakland is a home dog here.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, right. So I'm just saying, the Dodgers, as we know, always overvalued. Especially with Kershaw starting.
One more said Oakland went through much of the bullpen yesterday, too. They didn't get to Trinan, though. Trinan's still available.
Yeah, maybe Oakland's second half, although I don't know if that line... Again, you don't want to... Oh, wow, plus 125. Yeah, I'd be leaning Oakland's second half here because Kershaw's definitely looks like he's only going 6 innings a start. They're not going to extend him out there.
Okay, Paco Healy says I'm on the Dodgers chat talking me into it. Trenton Claxton says y'all think too much.
We do.
Okay.
Trenton Claxton, always with the best comments. Get to the picks. Start with WNBA. Stop thinking so much. Just puts it out there. Trenton Claxton, we need him as like a life coach. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll take Dodgers. I'll take Dodgers run line.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Shout out to Trenton Claxton. Y'all think too much. What is it at Bet365? Is it still minus 105? Plus 105. All right, we're going to throw this one on here. LA Dodgers run line will give you a plus 105, which is what SBR odds is showing for Bet365. Do you mind checking to see if it's
checking right now?
All right,
yeah, it's plus 105.
Plus 105. There you go. We're giving you that one. Dodgers minus 1.5 plus 105. I don't disagree with that pick necessarily. I'd be leaning Dodgers minus 1, slight lean to Oakland on the second half at plus 125.
That's what XBO 399 says. I like Oakland second half.
Yeah.
Mr. Gokser says just got back from picking up some swag for IFBC.
Hell yeah.
Says he's got us covered.
Jay Sandercock says Nats win on hashtag ESPN. We're gonna go ahead.
Wyatt says if you wrote it down, Peter, you would know it is Nats minus 1.5 that he's on.
Yes.
He's on Nats minus 1.5.
No, that's what I got. Yeah, that's what I got. Yes, Nats run line. I knew it. Yes, I did write that one down. No, all right. I don't lie. And I actually did not write that one down, but I'm writing it down right now. Nats run line. I've written it down. YS 2 plays from the Nats. I've written that one down. And Ayahusha 07 Nats just on the money line. I've written all that shit down. All right, so let's read some comments, Jim, to maybe try to help us think about what we want to do here. The only plays that I'm really thinking about adding on is quadrupling up on this Yankees White Sox game. Taking White Sox first 5 innings to hit Severino over 1.5. Taking the Yankees first 5 innings team total over 2.5. I've already taken White Sox as a big dog and the first 5 over at 4.5. Just a matter of whether I want to try to stack some units or not. Muhammad Joma says, "Why is everyone loving the Nats so much? Why?
Let's go over that game.
I mean, Fulte has been iffy, but I'm not liking the Nats so much.
I'm not on the Nats at all. I think he means the money move. Has there been a big market move towards the Nats?
No, I think Muhammad Joma's just talking about the people in the chat.
No, I mean, you know what? Malone's had my number, and I'd be surprised if he's able to keep doing this, especially against a team that hits lefties hard. Now, as Searcy pointed out in the early show, the Braves are 27th in offense in the last 2 weeks, so they've slowed down. But I don't trust Malone. I remember Joe Gravazzi's video. He expected Fulton-Avich to have a bounce-back spot against the weak-hitting Mets.
In the meantime, did you see the line move, though?
No.
30-cent line move in favor of Washington.
Yeah, that's what Muhammad was saying.
Yes. Who's out for Atlanta? Someone's out for Atlanta, right? Someone must be out for Atlanta. Ugh.
Let's see here.
Someone must be out for Atlanta. That's a 30-cent line move.
No. You got Acuna, Albies, Freeman, Markakis, Duvall.
Wow. So that's just some whales and Sharpies. seeing big value with Washington?
I think that's the case. I really do. I think that's the case.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm only on the first 5 innings team total over for Atlanta. So, maybe if this is a 9-6 game, as Kobe Valentine predicted in the morning show, maybe the Washington will win 9-6, and all the guys on Washington will cash, and I'll cash my team total overs for Atlanta. And so will you, Jim. 9-6 would be fine for you.
9-6 would be very good.
Yeah.
So what can you get the Braves now at?
Plus 133. Best line at Intertops and Pinnacle. Plus 133. Jimmy the Bag. Get a load of this. Get a load of this. It should not be affecting you that much, Jimmy the Bag. Should not be affecting you to that degree. Mr. Bag. Jimmy the Bag should not be affecting you to that degree. All right, let me see. I was going to, the show's going a little bit slow right now. I was going to pull something up, but I can't remember what the hell I was going to pull up. What the hell was I going to pull up? Oh, yes, I remember what I was going to pull up. I was going to pull up a
Gabriel Rodriguez. Atlanta money line.
All right.
Money line move doesn't mean shit after 6. The king knows. That's what Gabriel says.
Yeah, he says after 6 o'clock, he says the money line doesn't mean shit. Really?
Yeah.
Why would that be? No, I take these late line moves as very telling.
I take them very seriously.
Yeah,
too.
I think they're the most telling line moves. Not that they're predictive, all the time, or that they're indicative of a guaranteed win.
Machiavelli says, "Don't do it, Jimmy. It's already been done."
Yeah.
Man.
Jim already took Atlanta, got plus 106 in the morning.
Don't say it out loud.
And Jim also took the Atlanta first. All right.
Embarrassing.
Let's review once again the picks that we have going for MLB, and then we'll move on to a WNBA. Again, here we go. Jim is taking the Cubs run line minus 135. Red Sox run line plus 115. Shaquille Bell disagrees with that. I don't necessarily disagree with it, but it does make me nervous, okay? Jim is also on Atlanta 3 ways. Money line plus 106. First 5 innings, team total over 2, minus 125. And full game, team total over 4.5, minus 106. And that is it. That's all Jimmy has going for the, and then the plays that he added in the afternoon show. He has added, what the hell did you add, Jimmy the Bag? What the hell did you add? You added the Dodgers run line at plus 105, Minnesota Cleveland first 5 over 5, and the full game over 9, minus 114. The plays that I have hanging are as follows. Boston second half minus 140. White Sox first half plus 230. White Sox Yankees first half over 4.5. Cleveland first 5 innings team total over 2.5. Atlanta first 5 innings team total over 2 minus 125. And that is it. Those are all the plays that I have hanging. Plays that I'm thinking about adding on again are both team totals first 5 innings in the Yankees White Sox game. Thinking about, I'll be honest, still thinking about adding on Milwaukee first 5 team total under 2.5 at plus 102. Betting on a decent start from Kennedy there, and vaguely thinking about taking the Dodgers minus 1. Vaguely thinking about taking Oakland's second half at plus 125, and the Baltimore Tampa Bay game pass. Minnesota Cleveland. I would agree with Jim's leans to the overs, but I'm not going to touch it. St. Louis, Miami, I would agree with Native Queen's lean to the under. That's in my leans column, but I'm not going to throw that one on there either. An interesting card. A little bit of a tough card, Jim.
I thought yesterday's card was really tough and we just destroyed it. And this has already started off very poorly for me today. Machiavelli says, I have to admit, King Rail's got me cash money.
Yes. Listen,
but he says I would still rather pet a porcupine than watch a WNBA game.
Yes, and I'm convinced, and maybe King Rail can comment on this himself, but I'm convinced that one of the factors into his edge in WNBA is that he watches the games. I have said this before, that basketball is the sport that I think, of the major sports, that I think you can get the most benefit, and especially in like the non-NBA leagues, from actually watching the games.
Speaking of that, I'm excited about seeing his video up on the big screen. Are we ready?
You want to get to it?
Are we ready? Are you ready to move on from baseball?
No, we can move on from baseball. If there's anything you want to throw on before the end of this show, we can definitely do that. So King Rail has sent us in an official play in WNBA. There's only 2 games going on tonight. In the morning show, I did make the Sparks first half minus 4.5 at minus 110 an official pick. This is very similar to the Liberty game from yesterday, right? It was Seattle against Liberty, just a good team. Seattle against the Fever. Seattle just a great team. The Fever just a team that's lost. We know that the Liberty have lost a bunch of games in a row, straight up, ATS, all that. We know that LA's playing well. They just had a great win over Minnesota, right? They're just a team that's playing well. They should be motivated here to have a good performance. And my prediction for King Rail's pick is that he's going to say it's the Liberty. Probably he said full game, but I'm going to predict that his official pick is Liberty. First half minus 4.5. Let's see.
Lucrative Larry, take us.
Hey, what up? It's your boy King Rail. And before I start, special shout out to Pete and Jim for allowing me once again to come up here and get my play of the day. Nothing but love and respect to SBR for allowing not just myself, but for others to come up here and have a platform and voice their plays and opinions on games. Thank you. And the Money Gang, my brothers and my sisters in Money Gang. Yes, my sisters. Welcome my newest member of the Money Gang, Red Girl. Welcome. Hashtag Money Gang Sports. You see it on Twitter. Make sure you follow us all. Thank y'all for the love and support so far. Now, to the play of the day, Los Angeles Sparks. Yes, the Sparks. I'm going with the veteran squad tonight. Liberty, they pretty much gave up on their season. No Zealous, no Prince. Both sitting. They started Nurse the other day. That was a nice little upgrade. But this Sparks team is no joke. They're all about defense. All about defense. In the first meeting between the two teams, Sparks are supposed to win by 10 points. They won by 26. They're all about defense. They don't get rattled. They know what they're there for, and they will perform. So, Sparks, -9 is my play of the day. Also rocking with the first half, -4.5. Liberty is 2-6 versus the West at home, and I think 3-10 on the year versus the West, if I'm correct. Sparks have beaten the last 6 out of 7 games they've competed, and with no Zealous, no Prince, and the young rookie Nurse out there, it's going to be a hard night for LA. I look to Sparks to lock down defense and get the job done. So with that being said, Sparks first half -4.5 is a play, and the -9. If you want to buy the point and get it at -130, go ahead and take the Sparks -8. Money Gang out, King Rel out. Love y'all. Let's cash.
Right, so we are not technically advanced enough yet for us to be able to hear the videos while it's going on. So I don't know what the pick was. Jim does. I predicted it was Sparks in one way or another. I predicted Sparks first half.
Double up Sparks first half and full game, and I'm
there you
joining
go.
them.
Pow, pow.
I want it.
All right, excellent, excellent.
I really think when King talked about yesterday's link spot, I feel like this is a similar situation. LA ends the regular season with 5 out of 6 last games on the road. This is the first stop. They have to take care of business. They're on a 2-game winning streak. These wins were achieved with Ogumake back in the lineup. She'll be there tonight. Also, Chelsea Gray scored a season-high 24 points. When she's rolling, takes the pressure off Parker and Ogumake, 3-headed monster. We know how that works in the NBA. Liberty on a 7-game losing streak, dealing with injuries. As King talked about, Kian Nurse looked good in her first start, 20 points. But I think it's all business here. And I'm in the tail.
All right. Awesome. We weren't supposed to pretend that we could hear what he was saying, right, in the studio. All right. Okay. Just making sure. All right. So yes, this is. I'm kind of starting to familiarize myself with how King Rail thinks about the WNBA. This was a pick that I thought I thought it was more similar to the Seattle game yesterday than the Minnesota game, but same type of deal. I gave that one as an official pick. I got 4.5 -110. It is headed up. It is headed up as we talk. You can still get 4.5. We're gonna have to stick you with -115 right now at UWager and BetMania. All right, Jim?
Okay.
All right, Jim's going to take the Sparks. What are you going to take, first half?
And full game.
First half and full game. First half, -4.5, -115. That is the current line at UWager and BetMania. Pinnacle at -117. Other places are up at 5 already, so this line is clearly headed up. And we'll check the full game right now for you, Jimmy the Bag. Hopefully we can find an 8.5. Something tells me we won't be able to, but that's okay. We might have to just stick you with a 9. That's all right. Let's see what we got here. It is, let's see, scrolling down. Greek has 8.5 -127, but Bookmaker and others have 9 -110. So which would you like?
I'll take the 9 -110.
All right, LA Sparks -9 -110 using SBR odds here. UWager, BetMania, Bookmaker, BetOnline, all those places. Heritage has 9 -110, and that's what we're going to be able to give you, Jim. Oh, actually, Pinnacle just dropped down to 9 -106, but because shit, it's red. The square is red. SBR odds is color coded, by the way. No, just that's what I would do. That's what I would take 9 -110.
Yeah,
hopefully, it won't matter at all. You know what I'm saying? A 15-point win.
Andy Blue 2525 says, good job. Love to make a video for the Premier League picks. Absolutely, Andy Blue.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, Andy Blue. And you guys, we know how difficult college football is going to be.
Yes.
We need people taking care of certain conferences, certain games. Steiner Recliner is taking the MAC conference. We can have more than one person on different conferences. My dad is going to come in and take the Pac-12.
Awesome.
We're going to need help. There's just too many games, and we're going to need help. And why not get it from the best cappers that we have on our YouTube chat?
You're talking about college football, Jim?
Yes.
What are we going to do about college basketball?
We're not going to panic. We're not going to panic. We're just going to take it one step at a time. Start with college football. Start getting our commenters to work on it and to deliver help us. And then by then we'll get to the Wednesday and Thursday cards of college basketball.
All right, yeah, we'll see. We'll take it, but one thing that I am going to one change that is gonna, and our viewers, I'm sure they're gonna be upset to hear about this, but in the college basketball season, one change that we are gonna make in the show is that our schedules are going to promote mental sanity and balance for Jim and I during the college basketball season, instead of losing our minds and losing our balance and going crazy and being depressed all basketball season long and being overwhelmed. All right, is that okay?
It was a horrifying few months.
It was. Yeah. It is. All right, so let's get into it. Jimmy the Bag, and then Dallas and Connecticut. Is Skylar Diggins out or
Skylar Diggins looks like she will be in the lineup. Oh, Matt Tessera said, "Did I miss Freddie yet?" No. It's funny. It's funny. People are starting to dig Freddie Fortune and causing quite the rivalry between our friend Luca DeBlair.
Exactly. This guy's done one segment. All of a sudden, everyone in the company likes him more than us, which is kind of telling. But that's okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously, the line move I think here in favor of Dallas is because of Diggins being back.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I have to think that at the very least, we don't have any comments from Godmother87 on this game, but I'm thinking this one has. I'm also starting to think a little bit the way Godmother87 thinks about these WNBA games, and I'm thinking that she might be saying Connecticut, at the very least, Connecticut team, Godmother87 loves to give team total overs, right? And she's very good at them. I'm thinking that she would recommend plays on Connecticut team total overs in this one. Funny shit coming in.
No, but let's focus. Yes, I think Godmother's here. Isn't Godmother in the chat? I hope that
if Godmother87's here, I guarantee you she'll come in and say Connecticut Sun solo over.
Oh, and Braden Tormey says Big 12 is my cup of tea.
Oh shit! Really? Wait, who said that?
New commenter, Braden Tormey.
Braden Tormey.
Maybe it's Tormey. I'm not sure. Let's
Braden Tormey. You know I love Mel Torme, right, Jim?
I know.
You know that, right?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Oh, God, I love Mel Torme. Such a sweet voice and such a funny face. No, I'm kidding around.
Seriously, says I would love to do. I don't know how I missed these things. Sorry. Says I would love to do SEC and AAC. Now we're talking.
Get their contact info, Jim.
Oh, I got Seriously on lock.
The problem is we don't have an assistant here. If we had an assistant, or an intern be like, get their contact info before they leave. Yes, that's what we need. That's what we need.
But Braden, this is perfect. Big 12, Seriously, SEC, AAC. This is all perfect. Now,
Big 12 is tough.
Big 12.
It's just so wacky. It's just wacky. You know what I mean? In not a good way.
Gabriel Rodriguez says Liberty under. Thank me tomorrow. I'm not going to make a play on the total. Kobe says Liberty continue to not play a lick of defense and are being outscored by 12.8 points per game over the last 5. The last time Liberty Sparks played, Los Angeles won by 26 points.
Oh no, Red Girl, I see a comment. Red Girl says, don't worry, they've been ignoring me all day. Red Girl, we are not ignoring you. The problem is the show goes so much. Also, I have major computer problems, so I can't read these comments as fast as I would like to. Red Girl, sorry, I did not see any Red Girl comments that I ignored.
Yes, I apologize. Red Girl, you are a huge part of the Loback family. Please don't get just a little overwhelmed here. And also, I was watching my minus 1.5 at plus 215 go down.
But seriously though, my freaking computer, which I am planning on getting a new computer in Vegas, this computer is just, it stalls out. And one of the worst parts of that is that I don't get to scan the comments as much as I would like to. We would never ignore you, Red Girl, and don't you forget it.
No, we love you, Red Girl.
Never.
Absolutely. Okay. Connecticut Sun. First half. Full game, I want in. I don't care about the line move. It's just because of Skylar Diggins Smith. Sun have won 4 straight and have scored at least 90 points in each game. Wings are on a 5-game losing streak. These teams are moving in different directions. Yeah, Skylar Diggins may be there. She may also take an elbow to the cheekbone and be out immediately. And I know my man King Rail is on Connecticut Sun.
He is.
I am as well. Connecticut Sun first half full game.
All right, Jim, you're going to take Connecticut first half full game, and I want to take some Connecticut team total overs as well. But I need to. I need my computer to start fucking working. All right, so Jim, what do you want? You want Connecticut what?
I want Connecticut first half full game, and I want it on the spread.
Connecticut first half and full game. All right. Can you pull? A web page is slowing down your browser. What would you lay? Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Stop it. All right. I'm just going to Control. I'll delete this. Can we use your computer once again, Jim?
Of course.
All right. So let's look for Connecticut first half and full game. Best lines here.
Full game. Minus 2s. -2. You wager at -2 at -110. I don't think I can beat that.
Here we go. I happen to. All right, I'm going to
-2 at -110.
Okay, -2, -110, and the first half should be about, now I can see it. Yes, Bookmaker has 2 -110. The Greek has 2 -110. You wager 2 -110. And what do you have for the first half there?
-1. Let's see, can I get a -1 or -110 anywhere? Yes, a Bookmaker. -1, -110.
Oh, no. And I want to say this to the entire comments section. We would never ignore anyone. As you know, if it was up to me, I would read every single freaking comment and respond to every single freaking comment. Even the don't do it, even the no's.
Sure.
I would, if it was up to me, I would respond to every single comment. But we are just so pressed for time. There's so many comments that come in, and we're trying to do things as rapidly as we possibly can. So now I would like to extend that apology to Red Girl and anyone else in this entire show who thought that we were ignoring their comments. We were definitely not. I only can respond to the comments that come up when I pull up the comment screen, and it's just we got a lot going on here.
And shout out to Red Girl for hitting that Herman Marquez over in strikeouts. Great work.
Did she do that? Oh man, wow. She had that one at home.
Yeah.
Man, great call. See, wow. All right. Are they forgiving us in the comment section, Jim? I'm trying to pull up the. I can't pull it up. All right. So what do you have for the first half, Jim?
Raul Rogers says MLB is what I kill in. Sorry, I cannot provide quick analytics and numbers behind my picks because I'm at work. Raul Rogers, don't worry, you're a valued member of the Low Bag family.
Yes.
And thank you for watching us while you're at work.
Huge shout out to Raul Rogers. Whatever you can contribute, we love.
Yeah.
We love.
-1, -110 at Bookmaker.
I feel like it's a church. It's like we're like Joel Osteen here. Whatever you can contribute, we love.
Actually said I used to cry when I thought you guys ignored me.
Oh no! Yes, I know. I understand that. All right. So what do you have? UConn first half.
Yeah.
What is it? -1?
-1, -110.
-1, -110.
At Bookmaker.
All right. Now, can you pull up the team totals at Pinnacle, please, if you don't mind?
I don't mind.
All right, thanks. I'm just going to close all this shit out. Hopefully, God, come on. Because I definitely want to take a shot with you know what I like to do in WNBA? A lot of times I just find that my picks in general are much safer. And, I've been great with Vegas team totals this year, but a lot of the Vegas team totals that I've given and cashed with, they did not cash on the spread. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of Vegas team totals that went where I liked them on the over, that went over, and the games just soared over, but they wound up losing against the spread. You know what I'm saying?
Team totals.
Yeah. All right, so Connecticut, what do we have here? First half 44, first quarter 22. Oh my God. And the full game 87.5. I think all three of those have got to be good, and I will throw both of those on there. Throwing both of those on there. Connecticut, first quarter team total over 22. Connecticut, first half team total over 44. Let me see what the odds are there. Connecticut first half is going to be -111, and the first quarter will be -110. And I'm going to bet that right now at Heritage. If the lines are any better, I will quote those lines. If not, once again, there you go. Connecticut first half team total over 44, -111. That's an official pick. Connecticut first quarter team total over 22, -110. That's an official pick. And you know what else? I think that the Dallas team total overs might be worth a shot as well, and maybe the first quarter and first halves. You know what I mean? I mean, with Skylar Diggins back, are they going to play intense defense here?
Thomas says, I think Dallas might start slow. Diggins has missed time. I'd lean over the team total full game. I'd lean over for the team total full game. So I think he's talking about Connecticut.
He's talking about Connecticut.
Because he says, I think Dallas might start slow.
Might slow the game down. I don't know, man. This Dallas team is a little bit like they were like this last year with Vegas. It's just like even as much as they try to play defense and try to do this and that, it's just what they do is just score a lot, give up a lot of points. And it just seems to be what they gravitate towards. You know what I'm saying? So even when Vegas was playing a defense-oriented team like Atlanta, I was like, it's just Vegas. It's what they do. And I get the same kind of feeling with Dallas. Until they have a different coach, a different group of core players, it's just what they're going to do.
Cambage is a beast.
Yes, they're just going to score a lot, give up a lot of points, and so it is. I also want to check what the first half and first quarter totals in general might be. Jimmy the Bag, while I'm looking at this and while I'm trying to close out some tabs here while I make my bets at Heritage, why don't you look at some comments and see if there's any comments that we don't want to ignore, any good comments that are funny comments coming in?
Now, I want you guys to know that I love Lucrative Larry. So excited that he's coming to IFBC, but pretty excited about this new Freddie Fortune.
You are? Yeah. Are we wrapping this up, Jim?
No, I'm just saying. Okay. I just want to get that out. IUC says, I feel like the Red Sox will have a letdown in one of these games soon. Could be today. Mikey D says, go Dodgers. Tomore going back to WNBA says, I'm saying I think Diggins has missed time. She won't be in rhythm early. I think Dallas will start slow. I'm not saying it will be a slow tempo game.
Right. And that's why I'm taking Connecticut team total overs. I think those are solid plays. Connecticut obviously can put points up. Yeah, Dallas, I mean, anytime you go, cold from 3, you're gonna have issues. But I think those are 2 solid plays. I am definitely gonna bet them. And I'd also be leaning.
Godmother has arrived.
There you go. I guarantee you, Godmother now. Godmother 87, we love you, Godmother 87. I guarantee you she's gonna say Connecticut solo over.
That's what she said.
Pow! How good am I getting at this? You know what I'm saying? As I've said from day one, it can be much more profitable to have a good read on handicappers than it can be to have on the games in general. You know what I mean? Figure out how handicappers think, figure out what they do well, maybe even think about what they don't do well, and analyze accordingly. I'm whenever people say to me or to anyone else, oh, I'm going to fade this guy, I'm going to fade you, Loshak, I'm going to fade that guy. My response is, hey, you might have something there. You know what I'm saying? You might have something there. Yes,
very interesting stuff here. Also, it took a little bit, but Red Girl has forgiven us.
Oh, there, of course. We knew she's going to forgive us.
Jesse Tucker says Indian Cowboy likes the under. She is
yes.
And a sharp handicapper.
Yes.
Jesse Tucker says
she really had Marquez strike. Damn, Red Girl, I really wish I had seen that because Marquez struggles at home. But she liked the Marquez strikeouts over in this game.
He got it early. Indian Cowboy likes the under in New York LA game. In the last 13 games when the Sparks faced a losing team, the under is 12-1.
Yes.
And that's what Gabriel Rodriguez was giving as well. King Rail says Liz gets frustrated fast, and that can cost games. I expect her to lose her cool tonight.
Really? Who said that?
King Rail.
Wow. See, how does he know she loses her cool? Because he watches the games. It's a huge advantage in basketball. Excellent. That's an awesome, mind-blowing comment from King Rail on WNBA number 875 or whatever it's been now. I'm taking a Connecticut here. I'm also thinking that maybe the first half total might be also worth a play. Let me just see what's going on here with the totals. First half total. Let me just see what that is because again, it's just what Dallas does. They play high-scoring games. I could see the first. I don't necessarily want to triple up on or quadruple up on this one. Man, the first half total is only 85 or 86. It's 85 minus 143 at Pinnacle, 86 minus 110 at Bet Online. All right, I'm going to take that one as well. I'm going to take the Connecticut, Dallas, first half over at 86 minus 110. It opened at 85. It's 85 minus 143 at Pinnacle right now, but I will take Bet Online, Intertops, sportsbetting.ag, and a few other places that have 86. Bookmaker has 86 minus 115. I will take that one. Dallas, Connecticut, first half over 86 minus 110, and I'm also, of course, again on Connecticut first quarter team total over and first half team total over as well. All right, while I put in my bets here at my bookie, anything else you want to add on, Jim? Any comments coming in that you want to address here?
Underdog also saw Indian Cowboys video and likes that under in Sparks Liberty. And JP says it's my birthday tomorrow, and he'll cry if he wants to, and he will. And we can also set up a birthday play for you. Tomor talking college football, and Kobe Valentine says Yanks don't destroy anyone these days, and that's a reply to, who was it, Nando Suevas saying Yankees going to get destroyed.
Okay.
The White Sox today.
Interestingly, I said I was going to check Heritage here to see if I get a better number, and I can on both of those counts. At Pinnacle, it was 44 minus 111 on the first half. Heritage is actually 43.5 minus 110. So I'm taking that one, 43.5 minus 110. And the first quarter at Pinnacle was 22 minus 110. At Heritage, it's 21.5 minus 115. So I will take both of those instead. So better numbers I've just gotten by a half point. Connecticut, first quarter, team total over 21.5 minus 115. First half, team total over 43.5 minus 110. And the first half over 86 minus 110. Those are three plays on the Dallas Connecticut game. And let me just enter my bets right now, Jim.
Yeah, please do.
Anything else you want to? We're having a little bit of dead air, but this is fun. Right?
Tormor says Sparks have Atlanta tomorrow. Not sure they will get up for a bad injured Liberty team. Don't worry about dead air. Freddie Fortune's going to come in here with his charisma and take care of everything. Let's see. A lot of people talking about Ohio State in football. Savage Larry liking Ohio State, and same with Tomor saying that if Urban Meyer gets fired, that will just pump the team up.
You want, before lucrative Larry comes in, you want me to give out an NFL play for week 1 because I saw it. As you know, we a few like a week ago or so, we started talking about about NFL impromptu, and I just realized that one of the teams that I'm kind of high on is playing one of the teams that I'm kind of down on in week 1. I was surprised by the line, and that is the Giants at home against Jacksonville. The Giants are a home dog. I'm vaguely high on the Giants, at least to start the year, vaguely low on Jacksonville, at least to start the year. Giants are a home dog. I did bet that one at +3, and I'd be willing to give that one as an official pick right now to start off the NFL season impromptu. Unexpected, right, Jim?
Jesus.
You weren't expecting this, Jim.
I was not.
We're not expecting it. Yes, I was surprised to see that the Giants are actually a home dog to a week 1 home dog to, and those lines are already up at SBR odds. It's 3 across the board. No one has 3.5. It was 3.5 recently, but Pinnacle has 3 plus 102. I'd be leaning to the money line as well on this one, but I will make that one an official pick. Why don't we start it off?
Let's do it.
Why don't we start off NFL season? My first official game pick. I've already given some team totals, win totals, from season win totals, but I will start with this one. I'm vaguely high on the Giants in the start of the season, vaguely down on Jacksonville, and here's Jacksonville as a road favorite against the Giants. I'm sure some people are coming in saying, "No, Pete, don't do it. Jacksonville has a great
Polo
defense."
says I like Giants plus the points. Gomor says Pete, you can get +3.5.
Yeah, and not in the books that we use. I'm looking, it's 3 plus 100, but I'll just take the Giants +3 plus 102, +3 plus 102. That is a week 1 line for the Giants against Jacksonville, and and I would also be leaning the money line there as well. Let me just see. Yeah, the Giants on the money line are plus 150, plus 153. I think that's a good bet as well. For now, I'm just going to give +3 plus 102.
Exciting.
Yeah. All right. So we've just done that. Once again, WNBA plays. Jim has added Connecticut first half -1, full game -2. Jim has also added Sparks first half -4.5 and full game -9. I have added Connecticut Dallas first half over 86. Connecticut first quarter team total over 21.5 and first half team total over 43.5. And I just threw on Giants NFL week 1 +3 plus 102.
Polo can't believe it. He made that bet 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, Delaware when it opened.
Yeah. What did he get? Ask him what he got, because I was just a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah,
by that line.
Yeah, I mean, we both can ask him. But Von Polo, what did you get on that line?
Yeah, I'm assuming he got 3.5. Maybe he got even better. Who the hell knows? Some of these real early opening lines are just way, way off. All right, so I guess that is it, right? Great show, everyone, and now we will wrap it up. Who knows what the hell is going on? All right, so I've been told that it's not going to be lucrative Larry. It's going to be fucked up Federico. What's his name? Freaky Federico?
Freddie Fortune.
Oh, Freddie Fortune. Freddie Fortune is supposedly coming. Who knows what's going to come in, what's going to go on in this segment. But last time I didn't realize that he was coming in. This time I was prepared for it, but I'm certainly have no expectations as to what we're going to get. I see he's not coming in yet. Is this the joke? Is the joke that he's going to be late? No?
Why would
Okay. Oh, here he comes. Okay. All right. Pretty intense dude. He looks kind of like a computer programmer on the dark web.
Oh.
Yeah, like a developer for Silk Road or something.
Gonna have to bend down a bit, I guess. Okay, there he is. All right.
Pretty intense dude.
Copa Libertadores.
Yeah.
This is South America's Champions League. River Plate over Racing Club. Draw no bet. And that is -110 available at Bet365.
Great. Thanks so much. Thanks, pal. All right. Yeah, listen, this is the brainchild of other people, but it's been killing so far. So what was his play?
Racing. What was his? River Plate over River Plate. It's a.
What are the early returns on that segment? Are the kids seem to be pleased here? Jim?
Machiavelli says good bet.
All right. Excellent. That wraps up the show. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern Time.